Alright guys, we're going to start changing the seals on this, it's a 231D I believe. Yeah, 231D transfer case. Right now I'm doing the front output shaft seal, so I've got my harmonic balancer puller kit, okay? None of these bolts are going to work for me except for this. Oop, none of these are going to work except this. So I've got nuts and bolts and washers, and I just put it in across here. It's a 28, I believe a 28, yep, 28 millimeter bolt, just to impact that off. So just get that like so. And I sprayed it with brake clean just to get all the oil off of it because it was leaking something severe. So I'm going to get my nuts and bolt set up through here like so, and we'll spin her out. Well, that was quite the waste of time. I got all this put together, and look. It just come right off. Oh, it's crazy. So that's the seal I gotta replace. Alrighty, let's have at her. Alrighty, so we're just going around the seal with a flathead screwdriver. And that should be enough to get it out. Nope, maybe not. Okay, that's tipped around. Sorry, I haven't moved the camera. I'm just going all the way around this lip of the seal. Alrighty. Now we're just gonna, just gonna pry around like so, like so, like so, like so. Oh, gotta get my fatter screwdriver. She's coming now. Come on, baby. You know you want a new one. Oh, yeah. All kinds of crap. That should be that. Alrighty, so there's our old seal and our new one. Let's get things wiped down a little bit with a rag. Okay. Looks like some sort of rubber seal here. Huh. Different. Before I put it back together, I'm actually going to look into that. I'm going to find out if I can replace that. I guess it'd be because it would leak fluid in between the channel. So I'm going to look into that and see if I can get one of those. Because it looks pretty wet. And it's a possibility that's causing the leak too. Alright. So we're just going to pop this in. Where's my hammer? Gotta find my hammer. I was actually squatting over my hammer. So, I just nice and easy tap her around. Alright, so that is that. But I gotta find out what's up with this rubber seal, because I'm gonna guess this should be replaced. I'm just gonna spin this off a bit. But yeah, that's the rubber seal. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna look into replacing that before I put it back together. Okay, so guys, this rubber seal has an actual part number. It's a front output yoke rubber seal that goes behind the nut. And the part number is 4446487 Mopar. It's a Mopar part, so I'm gonna pick up one of those tomorrow before I put that back together. So that is that. Alright, cheers guys. Dink. Come on, fix it. Fix it, yeah, fix it. Alrighty guys, so I found that washer, went to the dealership. It's going to be in tomorrow morning, but because it's the front output shaft, I can put it on the truck. I can put the transfer case back on the truck just without the front drive shaft, but I got the front seal coming in for there. Might as well replace that. He's having a problem, I don't know why, finding the output shaft seal. And my transmission mount, so it won't be until 1 o'clock, so I'm stuck waiting till 1 o'clock. Yeah. Cool. Get my transmission mount done, all the seals on the transfer case, refill it, and I do have the transmission kit, so I'm going to be dumping my tranny fluid. Yeah, I'm going to be dumping my tranny fluid, changing the filter, changing the pan gasket because it leaks too, and then eventually next oil change I'll do the gasket for the oil pan. And I have a slight leak on a valve cover, so I have valve cover gaskets. Every gasket on this truck is getting replaced. Every seal, every gasket. But yeah, it's going to be good again. And then it should be ready for export. Ha! Cheers. Okay guys, got our input shaft seal done. It's in there. Just tapped it in with the hammer. This is a part number from National Oil Seals. Yes. So now I just got to put some silicone around right? Make sure you don't block the oil pump hole, and the oil pump hole gets matched up with this, right? So this goes upright like so, and just a little bit of silicone around and under your bolts. So just like up and around and down, right? And that will be good as gold. Alrighty, so I'm gonna get a bead of silicone and slap that on, and I got the rear output seal, and I still have to wait to get that one tomorrow. Alrighty, let's have at her. Okay, since the transmission's off, I'm going to replace the transmission mount. It's new. So we're going to slap this on, and we'll show you how to do that. Alright, so that's what we got to replace there. Perfect. And as you can tell, it's just 4 nuts through here, right? And then 4, I believe, bolts. Yep. Yep, they're welded, so we'll pop them out. Got those. Where is it? Right there. Pretty simple. So let's get that done. Alright guys, kind of quit halfway between that, because this, well, not this exact one, but I bought this like one of these long time ago, and literally 2 days after I had it. It's from Princess Auto, just a pro point, right? Ratcheting. They're cheap, right? But I was hoping to do the job, and it never did the job. Like 2 days after I bought it, the gear inside, like you'd be cranking on something and all of a sudden the gear would slip and like you'd be busting knuckles. I got so mad, so I tried using it today because I need it to get the transmission bolts off. And yeah, I got a couple of the bolts out, and then it just kept slipping. My hand kept hitting everything, so went back to Princess Auto and got a replacement for free. And this actually is an updated version. The head is slightly different on this one, so I'm hoping it works out, because I was getting mighty PO'd. So hopefully it'll crack them loose. So we're gonna try her again. And the problem, these are 16 mil bolts under here, and kind of a little loose. Hopefully. So these are 16 mils, and yeah, like I definitely need the leverage. And I tell you, when those gears let go, it hurts. So because there's not much room, when I loosen these, I do have the transmission jacked up slightly. So what I do is I just bring it down to the welded nut, this bolt, and because I can't, this one I can. Yeah, this is quite the different head than the original one I had, which is good. Okay, so that's pretty loose. So now I've got to switch it and then crank it back up so I can get the ratchet back out. and then I'll have to use a wrench to get it the rest of the way out. Because if not, then you'd have to remove that whole stupid thing. Maybe not. Maybe there's another way, but who knows? Okay, you guys are gonna end up moving a bit. As I said, there's just 4 bolts here. Come on. But cracking them loose is the hardest part. Especially when the ratchet gives way and you're like busting knuckles. Instead of wasting your time, I'm gonna get the last 2 of these out, and then we'll continue from there. Alright. Okay guys, so got the bottom part out. Thank God. And there's the transmission part of it out. Now I've got 4 bolts down here. Looked to be a 12 or a 13. Let's see, 14. Oh yeah, that's definitely a 12. Alrighty, well I'll grab a 12. And I'm going to try and get it out with my electric impact. 13. Oh, yep, 13. Alright. Let's see if we can get her out with this. That would be really awesome. Nice. Nice. Oh, this is going a lot better. Oh, I wish the upper. Beautiful. I like it. Huh, it was actually rotted. Rotted in a couple pieces. Look at that. Needed changing. Get rid of some dirt. Beauty. Alright. So now we're just gonna... Oh, come on. Won't be tight. Tight like Tiger. Okay. I gotta get that transmission up. Like literally. A smidgen. Just don't wanna push my luck of crushing anything up here. But it's gotta go up. I think that's my limit. But hopefully it's enough. Well, that's all that matters. You guys even seeing that? No idea. Oh, that might be a little better. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so I don't think this goes any special way. Looks the same both sides. Oh, look at that. Just squeezing. Perfect. Oh, that is nice. Okay. And we go through all this crap again. Oh wait, maybe. What the hell? Okay, I gotta shift the motor over. And it doesn't look like I can. Okay, so I gotta let down the jack. Alright. Oh, you'll have to excuse the whistler. Got a couple cracks in the door. Oh, what the hell, eh? Oh, just clearing up some dirt. Don't put your bottom bolts on until the top mounts on. Okay, I'm gonna get these bolts put in, and don't want to waste your time with that. So I'll see you when I get these 4 in. Okay, guys, she's finally back down. So, if you guys are planning on replacing this one, honestly, I should have done this to start with, but yeah, there's nothing on the back side. Do these 4 bolts. Take the whole mount right off of the transmission, separate it, connect it to 2, then put it together, because like the way I did it, absolutely ridiculous. Why they make it a 2-piece mount, I don't know, but anyway, who cares? Next time. Good enough for me. Yeah, so next time, 4 bolts. A little bit hidden, 2 under here, but do them. Take those 4 out, then do it. I'm just torquing them up to spec now. Toit. Toit. There. Spec. Solid as my... I mean, solid as a... Sweet. Okay, so... Do I attempt trying to put this transfer case in by myself? No, come on. You knew it was going to happen. Now what I did is I put it in 4x4. I can spin the teeth. Come on. Get in there. Just got a little bit of weight to it. Well, I'd say that was successful. Alright, so make sure everything's out of the way. Nothing's pinched. Looks good. Get all these nuts. started. So this is the way I should have taken it down, laying underneath it, but nope. I can say using the jack was doing it the hard way. Not cranking them too tight until it gets leveled out. Just doing the very top one here. And that'll pull it in. Just so you know, these are 14 mil. Always nice when you can look back at a completed job and be like, yep, I did that. Alrighty, so now I gotta find that little metal bracket. Oh, right in front of my face. So this is gonna go like so. Actually, I'm gonna put it this way so it's easier to screw the nut. All it does is hold the wiring. Oh. Actually, no, I'll put it on the right way. You guys are probably just getting a shitty view of my noodle, because I can just bend it back down. Go to get my nut started. Rock and roll. So that is tight up there. So I'm gonna bend it back down. Okay, and then I'm gonna install my wiring. Then I'll do the vent tube on the other side. Get in there. Oh. Where are you? Having trouble finding the hole. Not a good sign. Ah. No problem. Put a little hair around her. Rock and roll. Throw my shift connector back on. Get in there. Ah. I'm gonna pull that rubber out if I can. I'd like to. There's my trim puller. Pull the rubber out. Clean the freaking rust out of it. Silicone spray. Silicone lubricant. Metal and rubber. The perfect remedy. And vice grips. Or channel locks, whichever you prefer. Light over here so I can see something. Wherever my light went, where it is. Beautiful. Okay, guys, so now, you guys know, still waiting for the rubber gasket for this, so I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, I actually should put the nut back on because I have to move the truck out in the morning, and I'm not going to be picking up that seal until later in the afternoon, I think. So I think my best bet would be to put the nut and the original washer back on, just temporary, and then it's just a matter of, you know, your 8mm bolts to take it back off, right? So, but that's how to change the transfer case seals and transmission seal and transmission mount. Alright, cheers guys. I'm gonna get the rear drive shaft, put it back on. I'm gonna put this back on and call her a night. Yep. Alright, cheers.